Everybody loves the story of a comeback, a redemption story, and I'm hoping that this is the start of mine. In this video, I'm going to be telling you how I've been recovering from injury. I've signed myself up for a marathon in a hope to get to London next year. Welcome to PKS Runs. So welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul, this is PKS Runs. I am a sub 3 hour marathoner, desperately trying to get another good for age place at the London Marathon. In my last video, you would have encountered a very sad, a very disgruntled PKS Runs. I just returned home from the London Marathon, which I hadn't been able to run due to a stress fracture in my foot, and I've been patiently going through the rehabilitation process, trying to get myself back to a point where I can firstly run, and secondly get my fitness back up to a point at which I can begin marathon training again. And I'm here, I'm running, and I thought to myself, I owe you all a bit of an update on where I'm at, how I'm getting on, and what I've signed up for next. Now, I would just say at the start of this video, if you enjoy running content and if you want to see more content from me, then please do hit the like button, subscribe, leave me a comment, hit the bell so you get notified when there are new videos. And come and find me on Strava if you want to see what I'm doing in my training. Just search for PKS Runs. And if you want a more granular look at my life, come and find me on Instagram at PKS Runs. You'll be inundated with videos about what food I'm eating, how I'm feeling about my training. So come and find me. Let's build a community, let's build a relationship with each other. You, me, the viewer, the recorder. I do this for fun, I work full time. I try and squeeze in the videos when I've got a chance. It really does encourage me when people interact and engage with me with these videos. So it was 9 weeks in total that I wasn't able to run. And it's worth just saying, that could have killed me. It really could have killed me, but somehow I managed to keep my mental focus. Running has always been an antidote to my mental health struggles, a part of the solution for my depression and anxiety. And I have lived over the last few years in a permanent state of worry that I would lose running, that I would get injured, and I would be set back, I would be knocked back to some of the dark places that I've been before. And just so pleased to report that that didn't happen. I've been training on my watt bike in the garage. I've been at the gym 3 times a week. I'm part of an incredible accountability club at the gym. And the combination of all of these things have just kept me on point. I've just kept focused on building strength, getting ready again, and patiently getting back into the running. And I tell you, that doesn't come easy. I think historically I have run through injuries. I have returned from injury far too fast and overdone it, and so I've done a stepped return to running. I think I've been running now for about 6 weeks, and it hasn't been easy. It's felt like I've really had to get my head back in the game, but I think there are promising signs ahead. I think there is definitely some speed in my legs. I think there's some endurance in my legs, and I'm excited about the future. So let's talk about the London Marathon. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't want to run the London Marathon. This, right now, is my ideal. I'm out on my own, on a country lane. Trails would be perfect, but I have to drive to get to trails and I don't like that. But the thought of running with crowds, having to make my way to a start line, being wedged in amongst humanity, sweating and breathing and panting, does not excite me. But here's how the conversation goes. You chat to somebody, they go, "Oh, you're into running?" I say, yeah, you know, I enjoy running. And they say, "Oh, have you ever done a marathon?" I say, "Yeah, I have actually." What sort of a time did you get? 2:59. Whoa, that is incredible. Wow, that's so good. Then they say, "Have you run London?" And it's at that point that it seems that you lose all credibility. Screw the 2:59. Screw the fact that I've had a good, fast marathon. The only thing people really care about is if you've done London. So I've got to get that monkey off my back. And so to do that, if I don't want to have to qualify through a ballot place, which is basically, you've got more chance of growing a third testicle than getting a place in the ballot. I don't know how it works, but I've entered a few times before, never got a place. So the way to do it is to get a good for age qualifying time. Last year, for my age group, it was 3 hours and 5 minutes. For the 2025 London Marathon, for my age group, I'll be 44 in a little over a month's time. It is a sub 3 hour. Now, I've run a sub 3 hour before and I think I can run one again. Here's the rub. When you look at the numbers of people that apply with good for age qualifying times, I think with the rise of the super shoe, times are getting faster. The sub 3 hour used to be coveted. It used to be the holy grail. Now, any Tom, Dick and Harry can run a sub 3 hour. So people are suggesting that really, to be safe, you need to be running a 2:55. So that is the goal. Now, how does this work? The time that I ran last year in Manchester, 2:59, is now ineligible. It doesn't count. So I'm back at square one. I need to find a new marathon to run so that I can get a new qualifying time. And I have found one. I have signed up for a marathon, and I'll tell you about it in a moment. But you're going to need to keep on listening before we get there. I think it's about suspense. It's about building a story, a character arc for me, PKS Runs. Just a quick note on the sunglasses. I've been told I've got very pretty blue eyes. And on occasion, I've actually been told on my Instagram channel that I should take my sunglasses off to allow people to gaze into those blue eyes. Well, last summer, I was doing just that. I was out on a run and I got stung by a bee just below my eye and my face pretty much exploded. So that's why I'm wearing sunglasses when the sun isn't really out. I am not going down the Elephant Man route again. But back to the running. Over the last 6 weeks, I've been incrementally building up my mileage again. Just very gently, mostly quite slow, keeping the heart rate under 140, just trying to keep that low intensity, build a bit of volume, and it's been working pretty well. Just got a notification to say that I've run 4 miles. So that's good, so that you know where we're at here. Let's run. So I've been building it up. Over the last 3 weeks, I have run a half marathon at the weekend, just out on my own in training. And that's because I wanted to get a bit of practice because my first race I'm going to talk about, which is actually my second race, is I'm going to be going to Rome in October to pace my great friend Bun through his first half marathon. We're going to be aiming for a 2-hour finish, and so my first half marathon, it felt appropriate to test the 2-hour pace. And so 2 weekends ago I ran a 2-hour half marathon with a push at the end, and it felt hard, I'll be honest. Legs just not up to it, legs feeling tired, the whole run felt exhausting. Last weekend I took, I think 10 minutes off that time, maybe 12 minutes. So somewhere between 140 and 150. And again, had a bit of a fast finish and it felt good. Yesterday, I got out for what actually ended up being an 18-mile run, of which the first 13.1 I completed in 1 hour, 29 minutes. All going to show that the patience is paying off. I think the training in the gym is massively paying off. I am being rewarded for that in spades. And the training on the bike is paying off. And it gives me great confidence that over the next 3 months or so, I can build my speed, my stamina, and my fitness to a point at which I can be at a sub 3-hour marathon fitness again. Now, did I feel at the end of the half marathon yesterday like I could have carried on at that pace for another hour and a half to do a half marathon, to do a full marathon? Not a freaking chance. My legs were absolutely dead. I did have a 5-mile run to get back home, which I slowly did. But the point is, I got it done. And I'm so pleased that I managed to do that. Good morning. So that is really, really encouraging for me. There is great hope. Okay, so enough foreplay. It is time to talk about my next race. The good for age qualifying time needs to be under 3 hours, needs to be 2:55 ideally, to give myself the buffer. I have to register this time by the 30th of September. So obviously I'm not in marathon shape now, so it's going to have to be an autumn marathon. I've looked through the various options, and of all of the choices, my heart and my legs have led me to the infamous, the famous Morecambe Marathon. It's on the 29th of September, so it really is last chance saloon. Who knows what it will be like? I've never been to Morecambe. I'm assuming it's a complete shithole. I'm assuming that it's going to be a miserable and depressing run. But I'll work on my mindset between now and then. But what I do know is I'm going to go out there on the 29th of September and I am going to give it everything I can to get my London qualifying time, to get a place at London next year and get that monkey off my back. And you never know, I might surprise myself with all of this additional training, the cross training, the cycling, the gym. I might be able to even surpass 2:55. I'm excited to see what I'm capable of. I know that I'm capable of faster than that. It's whether I'm going to be able to do that in this time frame. The key thing, as I've talked about on this channel before, is my weight. That is going to be the very easiest way for me to make some gains on my running. I'm currently hovering at around 12 stone with about 18 to 19% of body fat. I do not need to be carrying around 18 to 19% body fat, so I am going to be working my bollocks off to bring that number down. I'd like to bring that down to around the 10%. That is probably quite a tall order, but for the foreseeable future, there will be no alcohol, there will be no treats, no sugar, no cake, no chocolate. There will be healthy, calorie controlled meals so that I can give myself the very, very best chance. You wouldn't believe what difference even a pound of weight can have on you over the course of 26 miles. So I'm going to do everything I can to get myself as light as I can. Now, before the haters start chiming in and start saying, oh, you look good enough as you are, this isn't about appearance, this is about efficiency, running efficiency, about being as effective as possible as a runner. And I'm sorry if it offends you that I won't eat a piece of cake with you. I'm sorry if it offends you that I won't have a beer with you. But right now, the only thing I give a flying fuck about is my running. And my family, and my life. But that is objective number one. In the meantime, I might do a few park runs. I've actually done a couple of park runs. I plodded along at the Burnham Park Run. I'll be honest, I hate it. Running around with Gen Pop, not my vibe at all. People, last time I was there was a guy running with a pair of crutches. Just stay at home, mate. Just do everyone a favour, get with his way. But I appreciate that that is not the spirit of park run. It's an inclusive spirit. By nature, I wouldn't say I am particularly inclusive. That's something I'm working on. Doing a lot of soul searching at the moment. But yeah, I'd like to go back at some point and try and get a good time out there, but we're not there yet. I think probably it would be good over the summer to see an 18-minute PB. Not PB, sorry, an 18-minute 5k time emerge. But we'll see. For now, I'm just going to keep enjoying this leisurely recovery run. After 18 miles yesterday, my legs are quite tired. I am 5 or 6 miles into this run now. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave me a comment down below. What are you training for? What would you like to see on this channel? I don't record very often, but I hope when I do, I hope you enjoy it. Do follow me on Instagram. Do follow me on Strava. And I'll see you in the next video.